I'm Hokey Joker.
Bat Drew. Green Lantern.
And welcome to Just Us Bros Podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to Just Us Bros Podcast. As always, I'm Hokey Joker.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Flash Man.
And today we're going to be talking about something that we've been waiting for a while. But first, I just want to tell you about this great coffee place called Asunder Coffee. If you want,
Where is that located?
Oh, it's located in the small mountain town of Buena Vista, Virginia. They are artisan. They can brew your own cup. But meanwhile, check them out on this link below. And you know, guys, you know what else kicks me awake just like a good cup of coffee?
What's that?
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
Together.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, if you had to pick one, I'm taking Hugh. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, but I know GL would be on this, but he is avoiding all trailers, all spoilers, all that. He wants to go in blind like the good old days. So anyway, we are here to talk about Deadpool 3, speculations of, everything that's going on in the trailer and what we think is going to happen. So that opening party scene, we got some returning cameos. Great way to start, but what do you think is going to happen in this movie?
You first.
Son of a bitch. Well, we know the TVA is there, so.
But which TVA is that?
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which TVA? Technically, it's supposed to be connected to the MCU, but I don't know if it might be like an MCU TVA or maybe a completely different TVA that knows of the MCU.
I believe it ties into Loki.
But
Same
if
TVA.
but if
it might be.
If the TVA, that's a good point, Badger. If the TVA exists across all Marvel movies, why didn't they purge Tobey Maguire verse or Andrew Garfield verse or literally Into the Spider-Verse? So that's a lot of hot topic there. But Wade's a variant, so just they can't take him the Loki route. He's gonna break away and he's gonna be trying to avoid going back, and he's going to try to destroy the TVA in a very Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, but we have to get Hugh Jackman in there. We've been wanting this since 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when did Marvel Ultimate Alliance come out? Because that's how long I've been wanting something like this to happen.
Oh Lord.
that's first one,
Yeah, because that's the only one that's relevant. The other two sucked.
2006.
So yeah, so I've been waiting since 2006 to see them team up live action. But yeah, I think in this one, like everyone's talking about all the Fox X-Men properties and all the cameos that are going to be coming from those universes and movies, and how they're going to totally rip each of those movies that deserve it a new one, probably. But also, who do you guys think that's going to actually show up in this movie that's from the MCU proper timeline? Because I don't think I've heard anybody talking about who they think is going to show up from the actual MCU for this.
Well, Giant Paul Rudd finally aged.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and what I think there's one real good possibility, and they probably don't want to release too much, but we're talking about actual actor there, not like a clip from an old MCU movie. I'm thinking Chris Evans has a high likelihood because Deadpool respects Captain America, actually looks up to him, because we got a Chris Evans cameo in New Guy, so they got some sort of relationship for that.
Okay, so when you say Chris Evans is going to cameo, do you see him cameoing as Captain America or the Human Torch, or both?
I think
it'd have to be Cap.
I think he's going to do both, but I think there's a real possibility he'll come through and he'll be like, "Oh my God, Captain America!" He's like, "Captain America, no!" And then he catches on fire. Oh, you're the bad one.
The bad one. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could happen. Yeah,
but I think that's the highest. Like that's if I'm putting my money down, that's what I'm putting my money on.
Yeah, I'm right there on that one.
I almost actually want to see like maybe a small gag, like a throw off joke where like the original 2012 Avengers, all of them show up to like save something, but they totally screw something up. Because they're like, and Deadpool's like, screw you guys, this is not your movie, this is my movie, I'm gonna run it the way it should be run. or
Yeah.
something like that along those lines.
I know in one of the 3 trailers you can see Juggernaut making a return. If you look
That was
really
the latest one,
close.
right?
Yeah.
Well, what MCU actor do you think, like from MCU proper, is going to make it there? Because we can get into the Deadpool core later, but
Yeah. I
Because he
hope
was
we get a Hulk versus Wolverine. That's what I would love to see. I don't think it'll happen,
if
but
they don't at
it
least
does.
tease that, we're going to be robbed of something. If they don't at least tease that, because that would
That was
be
a major thing in the comic.
oh yeah.
Uh, I'm with you. I think it's definitely going to be one of the top 3. Maybe RDJ is going to make some sort of spit on a TV or just some sort of off cameo, maybe not directly on screen, maybe something along those lines.
and I know you said you wanted the Hulk. What if it was the Eric Bana Hulk? Would you be good with that?
I'd love it because I
Or,
mean they're the
or
original Hulks that actually get bigger the more pissed off he gets. So
well,
it's
between the three, you would like Eric Bana the most, and then probably
I would
Mark Ruffalo?
prefer Edward Norton over Eric Bana personally.
Because I mean, technically, they try to keep the Edward Norton one was supposed to be part of the MCU until he went batshit crazy, I guess,
Yeah.
or tried to take too much creative control. But yeah, the Eric Bana fighting actually, Hugh Jackman Wolverine, that would be a nice fight,
It'd be intense.
and it wouldn't break in the integrity with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk because we know Wolverine's gonna whoop that ass.
What if thought process?
What if?
What if while they're multiverse hopping, Deadpool goes into the Edward Norton, pulls him into the after or whatever where they're doing the big fight scenes. He's like, oh shit, Edward Norton's killed. Let me put oh shit, here's Mark Ruffalo, and then he throws him into the main MCU timeline, and that explains it. That would be such the Deadpool thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, on the because I know we have some confirmed cameos like the fire. It was Firestorm or is it Firestorm?
Not Firestorm. It's
You mean Pyro?
Pyro, yeah. Fire, yeah, Firestorm DC.
Yeah.
I should know that. I'm a DC Comics guy, and we've met the guy who played on the Flash.
it happens to
Twice.
us all.
I know we do have some confirmed cameos, but it's more fun to speculate on the ones that you're not seeing.
Taylor Swift, Lady Deadpool.
Blake Lively dated Lady Deadpool.
Yeah, because I think if Taylor Swift shows up in this, she's got to be Dazzler. She can't be Lady Deadpool because it would have to be. I would want Blake to be Lady Deadpool.
I do too.
Well,
I've studied those legs a lot too.
Well, and then we also have Dogpool is going to
Yep.
be in there. Maybe Gwenpool. I don't know. But going back to the Taylor Swift thing, can you imagine? Like, I know the first movie that they came out with, they sort of created these fake romantic posters for Deadpool, so like guys could get their girlfriends to go.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift in this would be the ultimate way to get their girlfriends to go to the movies with them.
If Ryan Reynolds isn't enough,
Well, no, Ryan Reynolds is guys, Taylor Swift is girls.
get all the Swifties.
Or Hugh Jackman for the boys.
We finally get that comic accurate, TV show accurate, sleeveless yellow suit. I'm like,
And Flashman, I know we can see your 3D printer behind you. How long until you make a Wolverine cowl?
considering I just ordered a bamboo P1P, probably next week.
Yeah.
That will be much faster.
Gotcha. You gonna is that a resin printer?
No, I got the P1S.
P1S. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I've found some great files, but we can go beyond that. I've seen like one guy.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record it all, I promise.
Okay, make sure you post it to Just Us Pros and follow, like, comment, and subscribe to Josh's channel as well, especially on the Instagram, popping up right here. Follow us on our Instagrams too for all Just Us Pros content. So the big bad in this, Josh, Flashman, who is it again?
It's Charles Xavier's demonic twin.
And
I don't know her name.
When yeah, like they were pregnant, they were twins together, and like they got into a fight, and then he like psychic blasted her, and then
yeah, and she's convinced that the entire universe, everything is created between the two of them. I don't know if you've heard that. Yeah, I heard that this morning. Didn't know that. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say that I don't think that her name is Cassandra Nova, by the way.
That's it.
I don't think she's the main antagonist, or maybe even not even a villain in this. I think it's actually going to be somebody at the TVA is going to be the big baddie for this movie. Because I think Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Cassandra is fine being, stuck in the probably in where the hell is she stuck?
Void or whatever it is.
The void, yeah.
Is it the void?
I
Yeah.
Because I mean, she's like, okay, I'm here. I'm pretty much a ruler here, and I'm not hurting anybody here. I'm in control of my own whatever destiny or whatever. I don't know what the hell to say here,
I
but
mean,
she's
she
like,
fell in Ant-Man's giant decaying head.
yeah, like she's fine where she's at, and the TVA would be somebody or some entity to come to ruin, you know, her, I guess, peace where she's at. So I don't know if she's actually going to be a baddie in this movie. She may be like an antagonist to DP. I'm gonna start referring to them as DP and DP and Dub V.
DP.
DW.
Yeah, DW. There you go. But I think she may end up working well with them instead of against them, because also when you see the one scene where they're jumping through the sling ring, it almost looks like she's standing in the background, like allowing it, like hoping that they go pick something or fight something. So maybe she would be like more like an anti-hero for this movie than the actual villain.
What if, speculation time, the writers of Marvel are actually the main villains and they pop out and Deadpool confronts the writers of the MCU, like Kevin Feige? Hmm.
You mean the machine, Kevin, like we saw in She-Hulk?
I mean, yeah,
Look at your demeanor change when I mentioned She-Hulk.
No,
that show was terrible.
absolutely
It
not.
was I liked it. I don't care what y'all say. I like that
It
show.
was
I watch
hilariously
it again.
bad.
It was just hilarious to me.
Hey, do you guys ever like stay up late at night and like watching car crash videos on YouTube?
I
No.
did that watching She-Hulk.
Same thing.
Not hating, just disliking, just like the new Star Wars show. Don't like it.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna watch that soon. Well, we're talking
Well,
about the Acolyte, right?
Yes, don't waste your time.
on
Topic
me,
for another.
you're already a voice inside my head.
What the fuck was that?
He said, "Don't waste your time." Do you not know uh Blink 182?
I don't know. That sounds like a butt rock band. Are you
Yes.
too young to understand that?
Can't believe you said that.
Butt rock.
That's grandpa rock now. Look it up. It's considered classic rock.
When did Motley Crue become classic rock?
A week after they debuted.
Yeah. Do we think that the cameos in this are going to be so much better than Doctor
Multiverse of
Strange,
Madness.
God, I hope so.
Doctor Strange Love and How I Learned to Love Multiverse of Madness?
Yes, it has to be.
Well, you got Pyro. I think Toad was confirmed in there. Do you think Halle Berry's going to show up?
No,
Obviously, yeah. I think so.
I don't think so.
I think every major character from the first three X-Men movies, the X-Men United, X-Men, and X-Men The Last Stand, I think all of them are going to show up in some capacity.
Yeah, I
All
don't
of them
think.
that are able to.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Sure,
I,
Patrick Stewart.
yeah, I mean Sir Patrick Stewart. My bad. All respects to the OGX. Um, the what's he doing now? He's just like doing Picard, maybe American Dad. Oh yeah, he'll like come show up and wheel around and be like, Deadpool, and like kind of mess with his mind. I think that would be apropos.
I'm there for it. Yeah.
Go
I'm
ahead.
also trying not to get my hopes up for so many cameos though, because I think going into Multiverse of Madness, I was thinking, oh man, we're gonna see like 60 to 80 people that are just from everywhere, and we got like six, and they died immediately almost. That was
Yeah.
such a letdown.
I sort of feel like Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, like it was too pretentious to have all the fun cameos. Like it's like we don't have time for fun, but Deadpool's like we're all about
All
having
about fun. Yeah.
Hey, Doctor Strange might show up in this one too. I mean, there are sling rings. Who do you think's running that sling ring if not Doctor Strange? I mean, there could be more people, but oh, what if
long.
homeboy,
Wong.
yeah, Wong, or what if
Ned. Ned Leeds.
yeah, that's what I
Ned
was gonna
with his
say.
ring.
What if Ned showed up for some reason?
That'd
Because
be
I mean,
hilarious.
somebody's got to be activating that sling ring. I don't think Cassandra Nova would be doing that.
Yeah, and I know we talked about this, but who you said Andrew Garfield Spider-Man do you think would be the best if there was a Spider-Man in this?
To play
The
off of Ryan
best,
Reynolds, I do.
yeah, to play off of Deadpool, Andrew, but I think to play off of Hughes Wolverine, I would. The kid in me wants to see Wolverine, Hughes Wolverine talk to Toby's Spider-Man. That would just, ah, that would just work so well for me.
How'd that get in there?
Spider-Man 3 meme. You guys need to be up on your meme culture.
What do you meme?
So what are we afraid of with this movie? I know there's got to be some reservations going into it.
Yeah,
that this is gonna be the last time I see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine ever.
Well, we always say that, and then every 17 years, like the cicadas, he comes out of the wood. But except makes us all happy. I think I was talking to a coworker about this, and she's like, I don't know if I want to see it because she's a big comic book nerd just like us. She's like that ends like back and forth between him and Al, where they're making all these like cocaine drug use jokes. It just feels like they're doing it in the face of Disney, and so they're just seeing what they can get away with instead of making it organic. It felt a little bullied to her, but I was like, why'd you have to say that? Because now I'm going to be thinking about it every time I see the trailer.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that, but also I don't think it's going to just detract enough for me to not want to enjoy this movie because I think it's I'll be like, oh, they're making a shot at Disney here. Oh, wow, we're talking about pegging again. Jeez. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for a movie with Deadpool in it, that would be the one to get as many punches in as you could. So yeah. I think it'd be to me to make sense as part of the movie, but also it wouldn't be taking away too much for me because he's gonna rip on as much as he can because this is technically a Disney property, and I'm telling you how many think they're gonna butcher probably from all the other X-Men movies. It's gonna be an intense.
I know they make fun of the mouse at one point with the white glove on Deadpool's hand.
I thought that was a Michael Jackson reference.
No, it's a Mickey Mouse reference.
Kidding, yeah. But I do think the one thing I am worried about with it is since it is a Disney movie, and I know they can say, "Oh, we had very minimal interference, we had very minimal blah blah blah," but is that really true?
No way.
Just like Vladimir Lenin at Russia, it remains to be seen.
Going forward, though, like this is the first rated R movie for the MCU Disney proper, but this is not going to be the last. So they're going to have to slowly ease into getting comfortable with this stuff. But that can be a topic for another podcast.
Yeah,
because I mean, like Daredevil when that comes back and comes on Disney Plus. Punisher. I'm pretty sure those are not going to be PG-13 stuffs.
I mean, you can't have John Bern. Is John Bernthal coming back as Punisher?
He claims he is.
He better be.
Well, hopefully it. Okay, listen, we all loved Arrow. Arrow was great, and I'm fine the way they took the direction of it. But if they do to the Punisher what they did with Arrow, like post season 1, where like I don't kill. No, the Punisher kills. You
can't fight it. You can't do that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like in Deadpool, you can't make Deadpool like PG-13 after 2 great
horror movies.
Prequels.
I am worried about the House of Mouse restricting Deadpool because it's just like RDJ and Iron Man. Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds.
Yes,
Reynolds was made for Deadpool, just like RDJ was made for Iron Man.
Agreed.
So don't clip his wings like Angel.
For me, my biggest fear is this is the last time we're going to see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Oh God, I didn't actually think about that because I'm like, oh, now he's in the MCU, but I just
that don't mean
what
anything.
If this is what if this is the last time that he's in there?
Yeah,
crap, that could be true. Damn, I hope that's not.
They have a Trinity thing with Disney, 3 movies and then they're done.
What about Thor?
Thor was the exception, and this might be. I mean, I'm just worried that it could be the last time we see Ryan Reynolds in the suit.
Can I just say this would be able to set up the funniest punchline of all time, like for any MCU movies, like any future going forward of like the big bad, they're coming to the fight, and then just every single one of them like ends with Deadpool entering the universe, killing the main bad guy, and then just leaving. So that sets up like, oh, so when we get to Secret Wars, the big bad guy is no longer Kang or Doctor Doom. It's Deadpool, and they're like, "You're destroying our stories," and he's the villain.
You mean like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe? What was this?
Yes. But if Ryan Reynolds is watching this, and I would love to help write that script for you.
Got some
Pretty
ideas.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got this without your help.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to help? Just a little.
Oh,
Just
come
write
on.
a line.
I'd rather
MC
be in the movie. Well, I guess
Batman can't be
I
in a
would be
Marvel.
helping too.
That's just weird.
Shh,
Okay.
shh. You just wait. You see. Wait and see.
I'm just saying, based off the last few
Well, I mean,
MCU,
he was technically as Falcon, but
the
or
last couple MCU movies have been batting 500. So they're not all great anymore. Let a fan into that world to help make it better.
And that's why Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be great because Ryan Reynolds is a fan.
Yes.
and they have been doing fan casts for different spots in these shows, and I saw that uh, Levy or whoever finally played Reed Richards. Who is it?
Mr. Krasinski.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I love that they cast him for that, but he was there for all of 6 minutes before he got turned into spaghetti.
But now it's Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, daddy.
Daddy. Daddy.
Also, one thing I want to touch on while I'm thinking about it because it just popped back in my head. This Wolverine that's in this movie, I have a theory on who he is. Who do you guys think? What kind of Wolverine do you think he is? Like from
Which
the actual,
universe?
yeah, which universe do you think he is, or where in that universe do you think he came from?
He's not Black Patch or whatever his name is. You know which one I'm talking about, the wears the white suit. We do see that in one of the trailers, but I don't think that that's going to be him. I think this is going to be the one that is very down on his luck in the bar whenever he destroys his X-Men. Do you know that time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm horrible with this stuff, but
So wait, which Wolverine? Because that's all the Wolverines.
well, the one in particular is like just before Logan happened, right there in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a plot point. He's going to different multiverses to find. Who knows? Maybe he finds a comic like there was in Logan, where it had all the X-Men stories, and he finds one with him teaming up with Wolverine, and he's trying to find his Wolverine, and he gets shot down by every multiverse Wolverine, like in X-Men First Class. Remember Charles and Magneto? My name's Charles Xavier. Go f yourself. So I think that's going to be like one that's not from the first universe, and it's not going to be the Logan one. So, and I think it might be the one from X-Men Origins Wolverine, and I know that it's part of the canon. I don't think that's part canon. Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Well, okay, for me, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I think I went cross-eyed a few times while I was thinking about these theories. But okay, going back to X-Men Days of Future Past, they technically change a future. So the new X-Men universe, well, the original trilogy of X-Men movies converged with the rebooted ones with the McAvoy and Fassbender. So at the end of Days of Future Past, the Wolverine that wakes up in the new timeline, and then technically, I guess after that timeline, that's when the Logan movie happens in that timeline. Is that if I'm tracking right? Because I may not be tracking right, but if I am, that let's say that Logan timeline is part of the new X-Men Fox everything universe. Before we get to Logan, like this Wolverine, like when Professor X goes crazy and has his brain spasms or whatever that causes all the mutants to die. Like this hit from that time period, not 5 years later when Logan happens or whatever. What if that Wolverine is the one that comes into this movie?
So what you're saying is a very well-known fan theory of Marty McFly. Let's go Back to the Future time. He meets up with Doc at the Twin Pines Mall, and he does all the stuff. And when he comes back, it's now Lone Pines Mall. So the Marty that grew up knowing Twin Pines Mall, or the Marty that grew up only knowing at Lone Pines Mall, is now gone. So it's that Wolverine, that equivalent of Wolverine from Days Men, X-Men Days of Future Past.
Days, man.
Close enough.
But close enough. See, I see your eyes didn't go cross, and I think we're all on the same track because the biggest clue in the trailers that I'm thinking that's the same one is twice. Like in the first trailer, we saw Wolverine like pop his claws, and they did not sneak out. They were
Little
creeping out.
ED. Little ED.
Yes. And the last time we saw that was in Logan, where he was having trouble popping his claws too. So that was post Charles batshit crazy brain aneurysms. So what if it's that one that, like you said, Marty McFly?
Yeah, I agree.
Because technically he wouldn't be. Oh, excuse me. Technically, that wouldn't fuck up the universe if they took him out of that one that got. Oh shit! I'm gonna cross out again. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Like when you were saying all that, I was thinking of the Jenko moment from 22 Jump
He
Street.
was zoning out, is what he was doing.
The ding, 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 ding. Oh shit! Oh.
So that's what I'm thinking. This Wolverine is gonna be technically the one we grew up on with, but also technically not. So
Yeah,
something like that. And that would be a great way to pay homage to the Wolverine that we knew growing up, the character, the actual universe character that we grew up with, and also not screwing up the legacy of Logan. Oh, but man, I'm going cross eyed again, thinking about more things that could happen. What's up, man? This is going to be an exciting movie. I might dress up as Magneto to go watch this movie.
do we think that? And forgive me, I don't know her name. The daughter of Wolverine, rather, from Logan.
Laura.
She's denied being in this so many times. I don't believe her anymore.
Andrew Garfield.
She's Andrew Garfield. Garfield. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm still cross-eyed from the Wolverine stuff.
So,
but yeah,
but
I think she's trying to honeydick us.
Yeah,
I think the biggest question, the last burning question I have is.
What was that?
What the is that?
What was what? Y'all just went.
We heard some like weird laughing.
is it the ghost finally making an appearance? Are you gonna 1-2 us again today?
The hell are y'all doing? Stop with this shit. There ain't no ghost following me. I didn't hear no laugh. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounded.
Play with that
That
sound.
sounded like you were doing something else.
Yeah. Oh, like Forrest Gump. Your mama really cares about your education, boy. Hey. Best part of the movie. But no, the last burning question is, how many popcorn buckets did we pre-order from AMC?
2, 1 to play with, 1 to collect.
Sure. 1 to fondle, 1 to look at.
I like it. All right, bros. Thank you so much for joining us for our anticipation of Deadpool 3. For us, we're gonna go see that movie probably before it officially comes out. We're gonna try to at least. That comes out on July 26th, and we hope to see you guys there. As always, I'm Hokey Joker.
I'm going cross-eyed again, thinking about which Wolverine this is.
I'm Flash Man.
All right, guys. Cheers.